Okay, my nightmare started when we visited our grandparents in Poland in a little town. The Germans marched in, and I will tell you the things that I, as a 6 year old, remember is just unbelievable what I had to be scared of and watch. I watched babies being thrown onto a brick wall and shattered, and mother screaming. That was my first vision of experience there. No, the first one was when I saw my mother and a teacher in that little town, a Hebrew teacher, uh, with her first baby, putting in a suitcase and killing their own baby because they must have known what's going to happen to them. But when we were ordered to go to this big place, like a marketplace, they started throwing whatever babies somebody carried with them. They threw them against the wall and shattered, and the screams were unbelievable. I hear it every night when I go to sleep, the screams of the mothers, and thinking, being as a little, that will happen to me too. So the fear was unbelievable. My mother held our mouth, the hands of our mouth, as they grabbed the old people now in this town, which was my grandmother and my grandfather too. I watched them being hit with a rifle butt in their heads, and they died right there in front. Don't remember any funeral or anything like that at all. And that was my beginning life during the Holocaust. And what happened after is really a story for about an hour. So I really can't tell you. Somehow we ran away and survived in a pig pen in a somebody's stable, a righteous Gentile who saved our lives and hit us after we begged him, And we were hiding for almost 3 years, hungry, couldn't feed us, 10 of us, uh, filthy, lice always eating us up. It's torture, almost 3 years. That was just my introduction to what's to happen, and that's like a long story until we finally got rescued. After we were so unlucky. Even when the war ended, we weren't liberated by the American. We were liberated by Russians. They had nothing to give us, and we were still starving. Anyway, just to make it short, I just want to tell you that some of us that came to the United States made it, did a good job. They made a good living and everything. But we fell through the cracks. I guess it's the age group or whatever. We just didn't get a chance to do anything. So we, till this day, but we survived somehow. We suffered. And as we grew older, thank heavens for Blue Card, because they really, really saved our lives. I don't know if I would have survived, or my husband really, without their help, because here finally we had a little house, but I would have lost my house if not for Blue Card. So I am so eternally grateful, and they're always there. That feeling of, I was always scared of something because I'm scared, and the feeling that they have your back and they are there, it's just the stress has gone, because I'm always stressed about something, and to have to worry about paying the bill or not being able to pay this bill or that bill, and you'll be in the street if you don't pay your insurance or something. And they've always been there for me, and I am so eternally grateful. Now, my husband passed away. Like I said, without them, I wouldn't have been able to survive, to take care of him on top of it. I have never had a babyhood, a toddlerhood, or a teenagehood. I just, I got married at 16, unfortunately, the biggest mistake in my life. And I raised 2 children, and I was married 63 years to another Holocaust survivor. And that was very, very difficult. And here I am. Now I'm alone again. And thank you for the Blue Card. But what I want to do is honor my husband. And so I wrote a poem about the concentration camp. And I honor all concentration camps. Not only, I read it today on the Memorial Day, and it's all concentration camps, not only Auschwitz, because he was liberated in Buchenwald, which is another one. So here it is. History's darkness we must never forget. The killing, the slaughter, the torture, till dead. The Jews were all herded into boxcars like sheep. The victims were gassed and piled in a heap. Millions were lost while packed in the trains. From hunger and thirst, broken hearts, so much pain. Mothers and children crying for food, begging and pleading to give, no one would. They put us in camps to beat and to starve, and march us to death, our souls they would carve. The end of our existence, the Nazis all tried. They almost succeeded, not all of us died. The Nazis so evil, the world looking on, no nation would help us. We stood all alone. Why, we did ask of scholars so wise, what have we done for hate so to rise? We are survivors, women, children, and men. We must shout to the world, never, never, never again. Now, I want to say something after I've told you this. My religion is kindness. That's all I do. I just want the world. I still have hopes that kindness will heal this world of ours. And that's what I'm hoping for.